Okay, so looking at Latique from the 20s and 30s, a photographer in the south of France, and we had all the sort of really deep finger waves, and we were looking for a way to modernize the Marcel waves. And what we did was we kind of settled on doing a wave with a curling iron. So we used a curling iron, a half-inch curling iron. When you roll the hair all in the same direction through the front area, it gives you a natural wave. So it's really easy, and then we've moved to a 1-inch curling iron through the back. And what we're doing is we're going smooth, flat and shiny through the top, and then the soft roll. And we're pinning the roll into a horizontal braid. So the braid acts as an anchor. So where this braid would normally slip and fall down, it's able to sit right on top of that. Now the great little trick about this braid is you can use it anywhere on the head. So it's great for wedding hair, special occasion hair, red carpet hair. If you're doing kind of Daphne Guinness, big French pleats, which is unachievable for most people, you do a vertical braid, you do the roll, and then you put your pins into it.
So you're using that as the anchor?
That's the anchor. You got it. And it's just, that's good. It's all anchor hair, and it's got 4 pins in it. 4 of the baby U-pins, not the big ones. No curvy grips, no bobby pins, nothing. So it's very, very easy. We wanted something reader-friendly, client-friendly, something that was achievable and accessible. It's, achievable glamour is what we're after this season. And the contrast of the 2 textures makes it more modern than I felt. I didn't want to go in for like a deep finger wave cheat. Great little cheat for home is to use a finger wave clip. They come in boxes of 10. Put it into the hair, the teeth grab the hair, and you just push the hair up and bunch it together, and it gives you an instant wave. Leave it 5 minutes, and it really gives you a nice little wave. Hairdresser proof. Even the hairdresser. Starting off with the base of Moroccanoil light, so we're blow drying the hair through. With Moroccanoil light, obviously it's a heat protectant because I'm always about looking after the girls' hair, making the girls feel that they're cared for. At this stage, they've all got 3 or 4 shows a day. Their hair's taking a hammering. We start with the base of the oil. Then we're using the new root boost, and we're using the new root boost as mousse in a can. So instead of just spraying it at the roots, we're actually spraying it right through mid-length and ends, and just combing it through with a little bit of water on top of that pre-base of the oil. And then the actual setting, we're actually just using a bit of the Moroccanoil strong spray. And all the rolls are coming, all go in the one way. So it doesn't matter if you go forward or backwards, but they should all go the same direction. Through the back can be higgledy-piggledy, because all you're looking for the back is just a little bit of volume. So you're not really looking for anything other than volume and texture. Through the side, I wanted to achieve the wave, so we went to a smaller curling iron. The smaller the iron, the deeper your wave.
And what did you say the inspiration was?
Latique from the 20s and 30s, and then they gave me this sort of idea of Atlantis, and I was like, well, you know what, we could do it kind of a little wet and shiny through the front, what do you think? And then as long as I can keep the dry through the back, because if it gets wet and shiny all over, then it gets a little retro. And I was like, well, we used the Glimmer Shine hair spray, the shine spray, and we actually put it on our hands and we just smoothed it over the top so it was limited. If you spritz it, it'll tend to weigh the hair down, and all the volume you've created will collapse.
And this is it's getting rolled up, correct?
It's getting rolled up through the back there, and then pinned into that little cheeky base underneath. And the great thing about that is, we purposely made it higgledy-piggledy. We didn't do a beautiful braid. We wanted something that people can actually learn to do themselves and looked accessible. It was easy to achieve. And I mean, the great thing about this is you spend the time to do that, and honestly, getting it to pin up. So once you're getting it to pin up, this has got 4 of the little U-pins in the back. That's it.
Wow.
Nothing else. And we had her jumping up and down, bouncing, because obviously we've got to test that it's not going to come down on the catwalk. And we've got a new stylist at Badgley, and she was very nervous about it. She was like, really? I was like, trust me, the girls love it. The fewer pins you use, the happier they are. And I think there's nothing worse than like a head and updo with thousands of pins in it. You feel like you're going to go off if you go through the metal detector.
Did you use any extensions in any of the girls to get the curls?
Not at all. No, it's all the girls' own hair. And to get the roll, it's so easy. It's fine. Can I use you as a guinea pig? Come a second. Just turn around to me. You know, people shouldn't stand around with long, gorgeous hair. Okay, so you can feel the weight of the hair. You're just literally flattening out. Key here, grab it behind the ear, and start rolling. Roll, 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 roll. Grab your front, pop it in. And this is where your cheeky braid comes in handy. Fold it over. Tuck it in.
Wow.
Couple pin there into the braid, and it's instant. Pull a few little bits out so it's soft and floaty, feminine. Tuck your ends under.
And
so
the 4
easy,
pins
so
hold it.
accessible.
Wow.
And you've literally got to pin that end, pin like in the middle there, and then what you can do, you can start playing and creating like the pretty texture. You know, you want a little bit through here, the deeper wave. I love a little bit of that looseness through the front here. We just pull that out. You know, just thumb and forefinger, a little bit of spray. Anything gets too long and awry, you just take that, flip it back in there. Because you've got that base of the braid, you're able just to flip that in. Once you pin that little bit in, it's very easy to fold that and just tuck it under. And you can see it just gives you that really nice, pretty roll through there. And this is the key. And the key to do, you can just carry on rolling. And once you're pinned, it's very easy to take this and you can start tucking under, and you can lift away, give you a little bit more volume if you feel like it's too flat. You want a little bit more texture, just push it down. So it really is like a 2-minute updo. Once you've got that braid in, it's up in 2 minutes. And the great thing about the braid is it's anchored in there and it's locked for the day. Thanks, your friend. And that's very heavy hair. I mean, if you feel the weight of her hair, you know, it's very heavy hair.
Thanks for showing me.
No problem at all.